Hello guys, thank you again for tuning in to my channel. My name is Anthony and I'd like to welcome all of you who have tuned in today, those who are tuning in for the first time and those who are returning subscribers. It's my pleasure to have you watch my video today. So today I'd like to speak on a very touchy subject which I think is very important for the current situation in Kenya. I'd like to talk about the deaths that have been happening. It's a very touchy subject, it's a very weighty subject, so I'll be very precise to what I want to talk about. So we're talking about the deaths that have been happening, and precisely the deaths that originate or emanate from police brutality. Death is something that signifies the end of your life. Death is supposed to signify the end of purpose. Those who are watching me, I don't know if you believe in God, but I'm a Christian, so I believe in God. And I believe that all of us are created and put on this earth for a purpose. None of us came here by fluke, by chance, or by luck. The circumstances surrounding your birth might be not favorable, but you being on earth, your existence is not a mistake. God has put you here on earth to fulfill a particular assignment. That's what we call purpose. And that's why you find that most people who find their purpose, they become fulfilled in a way that nothing else can. And when you take someone's life, basically you've ended their ability to be in purpose. You have cut short the assignment that this person has been given by God to do on this earth. And so today I speak with bitterness because of what the police in Kenya have been doing. I've seen young people between the June 2025 protest and the ones in 2024, approximately 100 more or less, have lost their lives. Those are the ones that we know. In between, there has been so many incidences of police brutality and deaths. And these are lives that are cut short. These are young people who had bright and promising futures. These are people who were dreaming to do big things, to start families, to build their country. They had hopes, aspirations, they had visions. These are people who dreamed that one day they would make their parents happy. They would bring joy to their families. That the sacrifices that their parents made would not be in vain. These are people who had dreams that were valid. That one day they would see these dreams materialize and become something. But one day, because of orders, because of insecurity, because of clumsiness, because of an adrenaline rush and an inability to control trigger happy hands, we have lives that are cut short by the same people who are mandated to protect them. And I speak this again with a very bitter heart, because I don't like to see people lose their lives, let alone young people. We have people as young as 12, 16, 17, 19, 20, people who haven't even matured yet to know what they want to do in life. Their lives are cut short because someone somewhere does not like what they're saying. Someone somewhere does not like what they're doing. I don't think it's ethically right. I don't think God allows it or God approves of it. I don't think our constitution allows it. I don't think our consciousness or our human conscience allows it. That no human being has the authority, has the right to take away the life of another human being. Another human being who is harmless. It's not like it's self-defense. And so police brutality must stop in this country. And we as the people living in this country have to come to a place where we do not condone it. Because when someone is killed like a chicken and you do not react, you do not come out to agitate, you do not express your anger, you do not speak out, you are condoning this thing to happen again. And tomorrow it might be your mother, tomorrow it might be your brother, your sister, your daughter, it might be you. And because you did not speak out, no one will come to speak for you, because life is very funny. With the same measure that you give out, that same measure is given to you. So I'm speaking again with a very heavy heart that we should not condone death. People's lives, they matter. And no one person has the right to take the lives of people just because you want to cling to power. What makes the life of one person, a leader, more important than that who was died? What is it that you have as a leader that this other person does not have? The only thing you're given to become a leader, or the only difference is you are given an opportunity to show what you can do. But through the actions of our leaders who are giving a green light to the murder of citizens, you have denied this person the opportunity to have his day, that also they can showcase to the world what they can do or what they have the potential to do. So you, because you want to stay in power, you advocate for the loss of human life, something that you do not have any comprehension about. You don't even know how a human life comes about. You don't know how the human soul looks like. You don't even understand what the human spirit is. You don't even know how God managed to put all this in place. You don't understand how intellect is built. How does the mind work? Then one day, because of greed for power, because you are hungry for power, you allow for young people to be killed. Their only mistake was to advocate for justice. They want a better life. These are people who want an equal shot at life. They want to showcase to the world what they can do and what they can be. But they look at their country, they look at the situation, they look at how their resources are being managed, and they do not see any hope of ever becoming that thing. And now they go out to the streets, they take on to social media to show their concern about the future that they would want, but they do not see the possibility of that happening. Then people who have insecurity go after young kids. People who have no emotional intelligence go after young kids because you feel aggrieved, because you feel provoked, because you feel angered. Well, everyone feels that way. but we have matured up. We put our emotions in check. We don't react when everyone abuses us. We are abused every day. We face challenges every day. We do not go out throwing tantrums on everyone who abuses us. So we cannot have incompetent people who act out of every whim of provocation. We need people with emotional intelligence who know how to put their emotions in check. If each one of us was to react whenever we are provoked, what country would we have? So how comes we're having leaders who are unhinged, who do not even have the maturity to control, to put their emotions in check? We have policemen who don't. I kind of even know. I'm baffled. I'm baffled because this is one thing I've struggled with my life, because I've watched, I've researched, I've seen the police in other countries, and I look at the police in our country and I'm just baffled every day. What do these people learn? What do these people learn in the police academy? I try every day. I try to sympathize. I try to be empathetic to them, but I don't understand. You take a recruit, you take them to a police academy. What exactly are you teaching them if human rights is not the first lesson? The primary role of a policeman or woman is to protect life and property. Protect life and property. For you to protect life and property, you need to understand the value of that life and that property so that you can understand how to protect it. How do you protect something that you do not know the value of? So the first lesson that I expect would be taught was, what is the essence of human life? Before you go and tell them to protect people, what are we teaching our police people? What's the curriculum like? I struggled I lack words, man. Because I tried to think of what are these people being trained? If this is the quality of the police that we are having, then why do we have to take them through that training school in Kiganjo? Why don't they we recruit them and then give them guns and go to the streets? Because they're acting the same way. What's the difference between a trained policeman in Kenya and the one who's not trained? I see no difference. I'm sorry to say this, there are very good policemen out there, but the majority of the force, because we expect them to be a police service, but they're acting like a police force. And in any sane country, any forward-thinking country, protection of human life is very important. It's the first thing that rings in the mind of a policeman or a policewoman. How comes in Kenya human life has the same value as chicken? I think we have normalized deaths a lot. We have normalized police brutality a lot. And this is not right. This is not right. We cannot be losing people like chickens. These are human beings, for heaven's sake. People with destinies, with dreams. They have families. God had placed them here to do a purpose, and then you just one day wake up and take their lives. Who are you? What gives you the authority to take away life? What makes your life better than that person? What contribution have you done to society that makes you so valuable to take the life of another person? How do you not know that this person was the solution that Kenya needs? Then you just wake up and kill an innocent Kenyan. This really angers me to the core. I can joke about anything else, but not human life, because no one, how dare you? How dare you have the audacity to order for the killing of people? What makes you so precious? I am really pissed off at this, because if we do not value human life, if we do not have the sanctity for human life, that is we are made in the image of God. You don't have any fear. Fear does not grip you when you take away someone who was made in the image of God. It's like you're correcting God. God has placed this person on this earth to do something. You're telling God, no, you are wrong. This person is useless. Take him back. So you are correcting God. God was foolish when he sent this person on this earth. And you have the audacity to take away a human life that you did not birth, that you have no idea how it got there, just because you want to stay in power. Something that was temporarily given to you. You're not going to die in power. Power is transient. You're there for a season. You do what you're supposed to do. You leave. So what happens when you leave power? Let me just stop it at that for today. I think that's enough. My point is passed across. Human life is sacred. Let us not normalize deaths. Let us not normalize people killing people like chicken. Let us not normalize the death of our fellow brothers and sisters. We need to speak up until human life is valued. I don't care if it's a homeless person. I don't care whether you live in a slum. I don't care whether this person is not educated. Human life is sacred, period. No one has the right to take away life. No one has the right to deny another person the opportunity to make their life better. This should be standard. In any sane society, human life is valued. So I think I will end it at that for today. I am quite emotional, but I hope that I have not gone overboard. But I pray that you hear my heart, not my voice. Hear my heart. So thank you again for taking the time, and I will see you for the next episode. Like, share, subscribe. God bless you, and God bless Kenya.